Fast and Furious 9 starts on a NASCAR race truck, and we see Dom's father crushing his car after his rival played dirty while overtaking him. Then we see Dom, Letty, and Dom's kid he had with another woman while he fought. Letty was dead. Soon Roman, Tej, and Ramsey show up. Turns out Mr. Nobody sent them an SOS transmission. Turns out he caught Cypher, but his plane was attacked while they tried to extract her. Fast and Furious find the remains of the plane. They find a mystery black box, and soon hostile soldiers show up and a shootout begins. Team jumps into their cars and escapes through the jungle, but they lose the black box. It also turns out that Letty recognized Dom's brother Jakob during the battle, so yes, Dom has a brother that turns out to be a super spy. We actually get to meet this guy a bit better during the flashback scenes. After the race, he met this other driver who caused the accident. Actually, this guy is pretty cocky and he triggers Jakob, but Dom steps in trying to cool things down. It ends with even more trash talk and Dom raging and beating this dude to death. Back to the present day, Jakob grew up to become John Cena. He is the one who captured Cypher. He shows her the box. Turns out it's actually half of the device. He wants her to find out where the rest of it. She finds it in Scotland. Meanwhile, Fast and Furious reach an abandoned base. Soon, Mia joins them, looking better than 2 movies ago. Okay, so what is that secret weapon? It's called Project Aries. It's designed to override and simulate anything that runs on code. Uploaded on a satellite, it will spread like a virus, and the person who controls it would be able to control any weapon system on the planet. Ramsey explains it works when you combine 2 pieces and find a key that activates it. Jakob has 1 part and is already after the second one, but Taj reveals that he found a hint about the key and it points to Han. In another flashback, we see Dom in jail, where he meets Leo and Santos. You might remember from the previous movies. Thanks to them, Dom realizes his dad's car was purposely messed up before the race. That's while it blew up during the accident. When Dom gets out, goes to a street racing party and he challenges Jakob for a race, telling him if he loses, he will leave and never come back. Dom knows it's Jakob who messed up their dad's car before the race. Dom wins the duel and Jakob leaves the town. Back in the present day, Dom meets the guy who took care of Jakob after he left. He reveals that Jakob is in London. Then we see Sean from Tokyo Drift, only he is skinny as hell and looks like he just left a crack rehab. They build rocket engines now. At least they try to. Roman and Tej recruit them into the team. In London, Dom meets with Shaw's mom. She drives him to this castle, where his brother's partner introduces himself as a super rich kid. Dom meets Jakob inside. The family reunion goes badly and Dom gets arrested, but turns out that it is not Interpol but a hot chicks gang run by Cardi B, an old friend from his time in the Dominican Republic. Cardi gives him a gun with Jakob's fingerprints so he can easily track him down. Letty and Mia search the apartment and they are interrupted by Otto's agents, storm the apartment. Sniper shoots down the remaining agents, saving Letty. The sniper, it's revealed to be Han. Tej, Roman and Ramsey meet up with Dom in Edinburgh, as that's where the second half of Project Aries is. Tej and Roman are compromised when they find the magnetic device and are able to fight their way out when Ramsey starts to drive the truck the magnet is attached to while giving chase to Otto. Meanwhile, Dom notices Jakob zip-lining from building to building and intercepts him, leading to a fight between the 2 brothers. As they fight on the street and on top of buses and trucks, Otto is prepared for an extraction, but Ramsey uses the magnet in the truck to apprehend him. Otto regroups back at his base of operations and reunites with Cypher. Meanwhile, back at the Toretto safe house, Jakob is kept captive in a cell. Han reveals that Giselle was a former CIA operative who worked with Mr. Nobody. Han was offered a job by Mr. Nobody and was assigned to protect Elle and Project Aries, Elle's DNA being the final component for it. The 2 then formed a plan using Deckard Shaw as cover to fake his death in order to better protect Elle. Otto compromises the safe house and frees Jakob, while Jakob reveals that he was the one that betrayed Mr. Nobody. When Dom tells Jakob he doesn't deserve to have the Toretto name, Jakob angrily reveals what happened leading up to their dad's last race in 1989. Jack was in deep debt and was planning to throw the race in order to get himself out of it, planning to fake his death so that his family could have a better life. But things went awry when he instructed Jakob to intentionally tamper with his car, causing it to explode. Otto arrives at the bunker with his agents, rescues Jakob and kidnaps Elle and recover the second half of the Project Aries. To avoid the guards from getting to Letty, Dom destroys the chains holding the bridge up, causing him and the guards to fall into the sea lock below. Dom flashes back to his past, remembering how desperate their father was before the race and realizes that Jakob was telling the truth. Letty saves him from drowning. Jakob and Otto have everything they need to activate Project Aries. Dom tells the team that they have to go full force to stop them, including going into space to destroy a satellite. Otto has a satellite launch into orbit, while Jakob has Elle activate the Aries device. As they wait for the satellite to activate, they're moving throughout Tbilisi in an armored 16-wheeler. Fast and Furious chase them. Mia and Han try to gain entrance onto the truck, and Jakob is double-crossed by Otto, who reveals that he now works with Cypher. Jakob fights Otto's right-hand man before being thrown off the truck. Dom and Mia manage to save him. He redeems himself and returns to help Dom and Ramsey gain access to the truck. Meanwhile, Tej and Roman are in orbit and destroy the satellite before Aries can be fully uploaded to it. Cypher appears flying in on a jet in one last attempt to kill Dom and is successful in blowing up the truck, but only kills Otto. Dom manages to get out at the last minute. The truck then ricochets into Cypher's jet, but it's revealed that she was flying the jet on a computer simulator. Jakob arrives in Dom's charger and gives him his keys back. Dom hands him back the keys, finally forgiving Jakob for his role in their father's death. Jakob then takes Dom's charger and escapes. The International Space Station spots Tej and Roman and brings them back down to Earth. Dom takes little Brian to the tracks where his father competed as they celebrate another successful mission with a family barbecue at the Toretto household. Han reunites with Sean, Twinkie, and Earl, introducing them to Elle. Dom says they can't say grace yet because notices an empty chair next to Mia, just as Brian O'Connor's blue Nissan Skyline arrives in the driveway. In a post-credits scene, Deckard is hitting a punching bag in his hideout. He unzips it to reveal a man inside who has plans that he was looking for. Someone knocks on the door. Turns out it's Han. And that's how the film ends.